did we get here? How did we get here? What in the Alice in Wonderland nightmares is going on right now?
All I can say is how fucking dare you?
If you voted for that man, if you voted for anybody other than Kamala, and you live in one of the states that it was, close, or if you didn't vote, fuck you.
The best is yet to come.
I chose family. I chose women. I chose America. I love you.
How the fuck is this still happening? All I've ever known politically is hatred.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done with you and your mother and your sister. I'm just done with all of this.
It's the biggest red wave I've seen since Ronald Reagan's 49-state victory.
There were appeals to racism in this campaign, and there is racial bias in this country, and there is sexism in this country.
I can't help but wonder if the American people have given up on democracy.
I hear what you're saying, and I do see it differently because I'm thinking about the people who are not a part of anybody's elite, who are hurting tonight.
If she were a 6'4" white man from Arkansas or from, Florida, do you think she would be losing by that much?
I think that we've got to be honest. Among Hispanic men and black men, there's a lot of misogyny.
There are African-American women who know a little bit about being talked down to, and know a little bit about having their economic dreams crushed, who try to dream a big dream over the past couple of months.
It's not enough to get enough white women to vote for Vice President Harris, a fellow woman. This will be the second opportunity that white women in this country have to change the way that they interact with the patriarchy.
There's misogyny. But it's not just misogyny from white men. Mm-hmm. It's misogyny from Hispanic men.
Right.
It's misogyny from black men.
And tonight they're trading in a lot of hope for a lot of hurt. And they were hoping that maybe this time, one of their own could be seen as worthy.
Things we've all been talking about, who do not want a woman leading them. Might be race issues with Hispanics. They don't want a black woman as president of the United States.
To all the pollsters, the election pollsters, blow me. I don't ever want to from you again, ever.
People who said that he was a Hitler lover weren't Democrats, they were Republicans. People who said that he was a fascist weren't Democrats, they were Republicans who worked for him.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Complicated business. Complicated.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into CobraCast 199. I am your host, Jeremy Prime, Mage of the 199. And things are getting really spicy right now in the world of politics. And things are spicy all over the place, for sure. But as it seems to be the norm, whenever I go live on CobraCast, we have major breaking news. But before we get to that, Brock dropped 20 gifted memberships before the intro even ended. Hail to you, Brock, in the house. What's up, Brock? F5 in the chat for Brock. Zenny Biscuit says, here's something crazy. It's warmer in Moscow than in my neck of the woods this week. Stay warm, y'all. It's pretty wild. The temperatures are pretty wild. Here's the breaking news right now. I know I saw it, Eric K. I got you. Right here. TikTok now prompts U.S. users of the January 19th ban. So important update from TikTok. This just dropped. We regret that a U.S. law banning TikTok will take effect on January 19th and force us to make our services temporarily unavailable. We're working to restore our service in the U.S. as soon as possible, and we appreciate your support. Please stay tuned. So that's happening right now. And President Trump has said that he is going to, on day one of his his presidency, he's going to give them 3 months. He's going to give them 90 days to get this all figured out. So essentially what the Biden administration has done is they're throwing an opportunity. They're just giving Trump another win in the eyes of 180 million people. The Democrats are absolutely retarded. Joe Biden, the Democrats could have avoided this and give some goodwill to people, but instead they just let it happen. And now Trump is going to walk in there and save TikTok, and he's going to be a hero to 180 million users in the US, or whatever it's going to be. I have no idea. But that's happening right now as we speak. So we'll see what else goes on. But that news just dropped as soon as we went live. So we'll see what happens. So again, just to clarify my stance, I am 100% against TikTok being banned. I'm not for censorship of any kind, especially from the government. Specifically the government. I don't think the government should be in the business of censorship at all. And whether you like TikTok or not is completely irrelevant. Too many people get way emotionally caught up in this shit. And I think people should probably do a little more research before you get emotionally worked up and think like, oh, TikTok needs to get banned because retards are on there. Retards are everywhere on the internet. If you think that TikTok is the worst place on the internet, I got news for you. You should probably spend a little more time on the internet, because it certainly is nowhere near the worst place on the fucking internet. Your mind has been programmed to think that TikTok is the worst place on the internet. Trust me. TikTok is nowhere near the worst place on the internet. Not even fucking close. And somebody says, Jeremy, thank you for letting me know that you're a retard, because if you think TikTok is the worst place on the internet, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. There is some horrible places on the internet, and TikTok ain't that. But yeah, the government doesn't ban things because it's good for you. And that's the bottom line. The government is not in the business of helping you. The government's not going, oh, TikTok's bad for America, we're going to ban it because it's bad for America. It's not what they're doing. It's never been about that. This is about them leveraging to do other things. So anyway, we'll see what happens with it. Let's see. Reddit. Whew. Good Lord, man. I'm not sure I've ever seen anything on Reddit that has, I've seen a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of pro-Trump stuff on TikTok from people, but I don't think I've ever seen anything. Didn't Reddit take down that really, really popular Donald Trump Reddit that had like millions of users, if I'm not mistaken? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't spend time on Reddit either. But didn't Reddit ban the Donald Trump Reddit that was massively popular? Yes. What was it called? The Donald. That's it. The Donald. They banned the Donald. That was massively popular. That was a big deal when it happened too. Did that happen before or after 2016? I guess that would have been after he became president, correct? Am I right about that? When was that? After, so it was after he became president. Okay. But Trump has reportedly Trump is going to bring TikTok back. So I guess we shall see. Time will tell. Man, there's a lot going on the internet right now. Nandy for a 99-cent. Thank you, Nandy. John Ambler for $20 says, hail Jeremy in chat. Feels like it's been a while since I've called a CobraCast, either due to work or life. Good to see you, man. Hail the 199. Oh, I guess I should do a customary jab at you. You're gay, but you're all right. Thanks, John. Good to see you here, brother. And glad you're doing all right. Well, to be fair, I went a week without doing a CobraCast, so there's that. So anyway, Eric K says, I support the banning of a CobraCast host from CobraCast. Guest only, make CobraCast great again. Yeah, there's Twitter is a shit show right now. NBSD is now a monthly supporter over on Rumble. Hail to you. Thank you for the support. And it looks like we got some gifted memberships over there. NBSD dropped 10 gifted memberships on Rumble. Let's go. Okay, so let's talk about a few things right now that are being discussed. I don't know if some of this stuff is true or not, but we have some reports out of DC. And it says, update from D.C., being told that Trump will not be sworn in at the Capitol. Then this is possibly being done at the White House. Another update, the inauguration parade has been fully canceled. Even the swearing-in watch party at the Capital One Arena appears to be canceled. The only thing still continuing planned as of right now is a victory rally. I don't believe this. I have seen this confirmed nowhere, but this is out there. So I don't know if this is true or not. There's just a lot of reports out there that are unconfirmed at this point in time. And I haven't heard any of that information confirmed from anyone in the Trump administration. Let's see. We also have the Hodge twins saying some crazy shit is going on in D.C. right now. Trump riding in motorcade protected from drones and flying on military airplanes already. Deep state is still trying to take him out. Keep that man safe. So that was from the Hodge twins. As I said right here, Trump being safe is all that matters, and all that seems, and that seems to be a major issue right now. Parties, celebrations, live streams don't matter. Anyone crying about possible changes can fuck off, and I stand by that 100%. I don't know what's going on right now. So Margot Martin, who is the communications director for Trump, always with him. The last thing she posted was an hour ago, so they have landed. So this is Trump and Melania. So they are, let's see. So yeah, so he's made, there's all these pictures. Trump has landed in Virginia. Barron and Melania were there. That's them, getting on the plane. So he is okay. Everything's okay with him, but there's a lot of security concerns that are being discussed right now. And I'm not sure what's true and what's not true. I'm not sure nothing has been confirmed about him not being inaugurated at the Capitol or anything like that. We've got this one right here. Trump's motorcade seemingly equipped with anti-drone tech before heading to D.C. There are unconfirmed rumors that the swearing-in may be removed from the Capitol to the White House. Also unclear who will be allowed to attend. It's not the weather. So if you remember a couple days, or was it yesterday, we had discussed, I played a clip from Glenn Beck when it was first announced that they were doing it indoors. I said, I don't think this is about the weather. I think that's a good excuse, and I'm 100% okay with that. I don't think this is about the weather.
Honestly, I think this is why they're moving the inauguration and all of the people that were going to Washington to stand out in the cold to witness it inside. One, they're moving all of the dignitaries inside the Capitol, where it will be a private event, and then the one of the stadiums there inside, they're moving all of the people and asking people, don't show up at the Capitol, show up in this arena. I think it's because these guys are under such threat, because this is Jason Bourne stuff. Look at, they're changing the power structure in everything.
And what he says right here really hits home, because are we fully understanding this? Like, Trump is about to change. He's already changing the fucking world right before our very eyes. The world has changed. And that doesn't just happen without upsetting some very, very powerful and influential people. And they know that. So this is serious stuff.
Do you know how much money is going to be lost because of Donald Trump? Do you know how much power is going to be lost because of Donald Trump and all of his surrogates? I will tell you, it could be because it's cold. It's going to be 25 degrees in Washington, D.C. on Monday. Doesn't everybody know that? I mean, I've seen inaugural addresses out in the cold, with people bundled up. I mean, they don't cancel the Macy's Day Parade. Everybody knows it's going to be cold. And if it's too cold for you, you don't go.
Exactly.
It could be just because Donald Trump knows what the media would do if somebody had frostbite. But does that make sense to you that they're moving it because of the cold? Donald Trump, and I'm going to cover this on Monday as we at Blaze TV have our complete inaugural coverage beginning at 11 a.m. on Blaze TV on Monday. I will tell you, he's hired his own private security company. And he's not leaving it to the Secret Service. Is it?
That speaks volumes. He's not leaving it to the Secret Service. He's hired his own private security. And I guarantee you that private security probably has some connections to Elon Musk. I guarantee you that has got some Elon Musk involvement right there. Nandy says, for 20 says, so I don't believe the inauguration updates unless Trump knows something and can't take action till the 20th regarding the drones and other stuff. Well, there's a lot he can't do officially until the 20th. But I hear you on that, Nandy. And Doc Hollywood 450 says, why is it that conservative women tend to be smoking hot and those melting down tend to be the opposite? What's on the inside shows on the outside. Well, the reason that a lot of left-wing women tend to be extremely unattractive is because they have to play a victim card because they can't actually, like, they're lazy, they're fat, they're lazy, they're unattractive, they smell bad, so no one wants to be around them. They don't really have any ambition in life, so they have to play the victim card in order to get anywhere in life. And of course, if you're on the left, you're constantly begging the government to help you, the government to give you handouts, so you don't have to actually work for anything. So that has a lot to do with it. It does. So being attractive, definitely, spoiler alert, being attractive in real life actually is beneficial to you. Whether you're, a male or a female, it helps. That just is how the world works. That's how it's always worked, and that's how it's always going to work. And a lot of left-wing people tend to be very, very ugly people. A lot of them really, really push the mask stuff because a lot of them are so fucking ugly that they can walk around in public with a mask on, and because they wanted that to be the norm, because a lot of them are so ugly that they wanted to be covered up. So that's why they were pushing the masks up. They're like, well, we need masks everywhere. We need masks everywhere. And then a lot of them felt like, well, hey, if everybody's wearing a mask, then that helps for them to commit more crimes because everyone's wearing a mask. It's definitely a lot of left-wing stuff, that tends to push you in that direction. And so, hey, it is what it is. It's not like perfect, like 100% like that, but just in terms of the trends. That's just how it is. Zinni Biscuit says, it was in the 20s and 2009, and I was at Obama's first inauguration school field trip. Yeah, it was very cold for Obama's first inauguration, for sure. So the mask stuff was so annoying. Yes, it was. It was absolutely annoying. It was insanely annoying. But anyway, the latest is that nothing has been confirmed from the Trump administration in terms of cancellations or moving events or anything like that. There's just rumors going on. So we're going to have to see how that all plays out. Let's see. So I am seeing all of these warnings about TikTok. It's going down. So it looks like it's so 3 hours from now is when TikTok will go down. 3 hours from now. And it doesn't look like that's going to change at all. So I guess we shall see. All right, let me find my bookmark. Sorry, my news feed is just absolutely full of everything right now. Everything is crazy. It's hard to keep up with everything that's going on right now. If you've been looking at the news cycle, it's been insane. By the way, does this make you feel better? Does this make anyone feel better right here? Here we go. Kamala Harris confirms that she is going to try and remain a figurehead in the Democratic Party. Here we go. This is from a couple days ago.
And our work is not done. And as you all know me, because we have spent long hours, long days, and months and years together, it is not my nature to go quietly into the night. So don't worry about that. And
good God. That laugh. Hear me out. All right. Hear me out. A horror movie where the punishment is that the killer puts someone in a room, locked in a room, and has to listen to Kamala Harris talk and laugh at them until they just finally are willing to end it themselves. That would be the most terrifying horror movie in decades. That would be horrible. That is pure torture. Or just use Kamala to go after the terrorist. Put them in a room with Kamala and just let her talk. They will give up all of the secrets. 20 minutes tops. They will give up all the secrets of all the people they are involved with. Just do that. That is pure torture. Holy crap, man. What an annoying human being. It's just, I can't. A lot I want to say right now, but I'm just going to keep that to myself. I don't want to get in trouble or anything on YouTube, but there's a lot I would like to say right now. Now, I don't know if you guys heard this, but Mike Johnson just dropped all of this info. Mike Johnson says Joe has been signing executive orders without knowing what he's signing and not remembering what he's signed. We need a thorough investigation into how this could happen. It's the biggest scandal in presidential history. Are you kidding me? Why are we just hearing about this right now? Why are we just hearing about this right now? That's insane. I mean, not that we didn't already know, because of course we knew this was going on, but why are we just hearing about it now? Vault95 says, first YouTube super chat, gaming streams coming soon. What's up, Vault95 in the house? Thank you, brother. Jeremy the Cyborg says, hail the 199, 1.5 days left. Yes, and I got your message earlier too, Jeremy the Cyborg. Eric for 10 says, of course, Harris would try and remain a figurehead. Head is the only thing she's got. 1992 space movie for 20 says figurehead. Willie Brown figured out about Kamala's head. Sadly, Jeremy won't read my super chats. What's up, 1992 space movie in the house? Yeah, the jokes do write themselves. They do. Ghost Crusaders TV says, I won't believe it unless they cancel the victory rally. I don't think that's going to happen. Nick Brown says, I also, and also some people are so ugly they wear two masks. Alice McCarthy says, what does this mean for Carrie Underwood's thighs? Yeah, it's true. Because Carrie Underwood's supposed to perform. I'm not sure when she's supposed to perform. I know she's supposed to perform. You got the Village People performing, and others. So I guess we're going to have to find out. What I do know is that we will be live at 10 a.m. Central on this channel Sunday or Monday morning, 10 a.m. Central. I will set the link up the day before. I'll have people here. I know Gary's going to be here. I'll have Jay, Beardo, Krista. I'll probably have more people that's going to be joining in. We're going to have a lot of people on the stream that morning, and it's going to be an all-day event. We're going to be covering all of it. So, okay, so let's listen to what the speaker has to say right here.
I do stand by it, and I say this without any personal animus at all. I mean, in some ways, I actually kind of feel sorry for Joe Biden. I mean, he's in the twilight years of his life. He is not, obviously, has not been in charge for some time. And I know this by personal observation, and now the whole world knows it. And it's been very, very concerning to me over the last, year.
Mike, we've known it. We've known it since before the man was sworn in. Everybody's known it. Anybody that has paid the slightest bit of attention to United States politics has known that Joe Biden has been gone since before he was even sworn in.
Year and a half since I've had this.
Can you
position.
tell us a story when you say personal observation? What
well, I
kind
mean,
of thing did you see?
it's public now because the Wall Street Journal got it and put it on the front page. But January a year ago, almost.
Well, why didn't you tell us about this sooner? You're the speaker. You're like the third most powerful man in the country. Am I correct about that? Isn't that right? By pecking order, he should be the third. He's the third most powerful man in the country. Correct?
It's exactly a year ago. I had been asked. I became speaker in October 2023, And there were all sorts of big national security concerns and everything going on. And I started requesting a meeting with the president because, you know, I'm kind of old school. I'm a constitutional law guy. The Speaker of the House should be able to talk to the president, especially in times of great national interest and calamity. But they wouldn't let me meet with him. And his staff kept giving me excuses. This went on for like 8 or 9 weeks. I'm sorry, Mr. Speaker, he doesn't have time. What are you talking about? I'm second in line of the presidency. He has time. I need to talk to him. We had, I can't say the classified parts, but we had some big national concerns at the time that I was losing sleep over. Finally, I just went to the Hill press corps and I said, the president is not being allowed to meet with the speaker. There's a problem. So they started putting pressure on him. Long story short, they finally relented. They invited me to the White House. I show up and I realize it's actually an ambush because it's not just me and the president. It's also Kamala Harris, Chuck Schumer, Hakeem, you know, the CIA director, everybody. And then, so I walked in the Oval and, I know what this is. This is they're going to hotbox the speaker on Ukraine funding. That's what it was.
Why is this happening in this format? I don't understand any of this. Why didn't he call a fucking press conference and speak directly to the American people about this? This doesn't make sense to me. None of this feels right to me. I don't know. None of this is lining up for me.
This is probably third week of January. We sit down, we're in the midst of it, and the whole conversation, and I'm going, we don't need to have this conversation. The president reaches over just like this. We're sitting right next to the fireplace in the Oval, and he grabs my arm and he says, the speaker and I just need a couple minutes together. Would y'all just leave us alone? And I looked up on the faces of some of the staff standing around the wall, and they're like, oh, no, he did it. So he called it. He's the commander in chief. So everybody leaves. He and I are standing awkwardly in the middle of the Oval Office, right over the rug by that coffee table. And I said, Mr. President, thanks for the moments. This is very important. I got some big national security things I need to talk to you about that I've heard, and I think you know, and what do we do? But first, real quickly, Mr. President, can I ask you a question? I cannot answer this from my constituents in Louisiana. Sir, why did you pause LNG exports to Europe? Like, I don't understand, liquefied natural gas is in great demand by our allies. Why would you do that? Because you understand, we just talked about Ukraine. You understand you're fueling Vladimir Putin's war machine because they got to get their gas from him, And he looks at me stunned with this, and he said, I didn't do that. And I said, Mr. President, yes, you did. It was an executive order, 3 weeks ago. And he goes, no, I didn't do that. And he's arguing with me. I said, Mr. President, respectfully, could I go out here and ask your secretary to print it out? We'll read it together. You definitely did that. And he goes, oh, you talk about natural gas.
What the fuck is happening right now? Mike Johnson should have called this out a long time ago. And I know Mike Johnson's part of the problem. I'm obviously aware of that. I'm just making an obvious statement that I know the information that he's giving has really set the internet in a frenzy, but I'm looking at this a little bit deeper than the information that he's giving. First of all, I'm wondering, why are you giving it in the environment that you're giving it in? And number two, why are we just hearing about this now? That's the way I'm looking at this.
Yes, sir. He said, no, you misunderstand. He said, what I did is I signed this thing we're gonna conduct a study on the effects of LNG. I said, no, you're not, sir. You paused it. I know. I have the export terminals in my state. I talked to those people this morning. This is doing massive damage to our economy, national security. It occurred to me, Barry, he was not lying to me. He genuinely did not know what he had signed. And I walked out of that meeting with fear and loathing because I thought, we're in serious trouble. Who is running the country? I don't know who put the paper in front of him, but he didn't know.
So why wouldn't you, at that point in time, impeach him on this? You could go public with this. I don't know. The whole thing just feels very strange to me. The timing, the setting, and the fact that this guy didn't say anything about this. That's the bigger story, because you're not breaking any news to anyone that Joe Biden has been gone, and he's been gone for a long time. But the fact that you had a direct interaction, you as the third most powerful man in the United States government, you had a direct interaction with the commander-in-chief in private that confirmed all of your suspicions, and you didn't do anything with that. That's a problem. That's a huge problem. That interview is more damaging to Mike Johnson than it is Joe Biden. That's what people should be focusing on right now. Crazy, man. Absolutely insane. But I mean, a lot of people are getting caught up like, oh yeah, see, we told you Joe Biden was, he's like, we know that. We've known that for a long time. That's not the problem here at all. All right, we got a clip from Scott Jennings, who continues to crush it over on CNN. We're going to watch here in just a minute. Dougie B for 20 says Mike Johnson equals Mike Pence. Prove me wrong. I trust him as far as I could throw him. I agree 100%. Not even close. Honestly, who do you trust more, Mike Pence or Mike Johnson at this point? God, I don't even know if I can answer that one. That's a terrible situation to be in. Mike Johnson or Mike Pence. I don't know. I don't know. Chad Layton pretend says, if this had come to light early in the term, Harris would have been moved to the presidency and things would have been worse off. They kept Biden in place as a control measure. I think that's a good way to look at it now. But I don't think that was Mike Johnson's concern. I think Mike Johnson was doing it. I personally think Mike Johnson handled it the way he handled it because he's a fucking coward. That's what I think, in my opinion, anyway. Rich the Plug over on Locals for 10 says he signed the executive order to prevent us from being energy independent. Give it a search. Saw a video earlier on Instagram. It's horrible. I will definitely check this out for sure. Thank you, Rich. Appreciate you, man. So yeah, I mean, that's a way to look at it now, but that's not how it was at the time. There's no way I'm going to believe that that's how it was at the time. But let's listen right here. All right. Scott Jennings, here we go.
Donald Trump right now is at the apex of his power. He's more popular than ever. His ideology is more popular than ever. And I think it's in large part because people were comparing the results of Biden and Trump won and saying, we're going back to Trump, and this was a lot better than what we got under Joe Biden. So I think a lot of his legacy, frankly, is going to be bookended by the fact that he and Obama gave us Trump the first time, and then he gave us Trump 2.0, stronger than ever. Joe Biden made some promises that he was going to be an honest president. He wasn't. That he was going to be a moderate president. He wasn't. And that he was going to try to restore the soul of the nation. I don't think anybody believes that he did that. And on the way out the door, oh, by the way, he's pardoning his son retroactively for anything and everything going back a number of years. That did not sit well with the American people. So when you consider the inflation, Afghanistan, border, the pardons, and really Joe Biden not living up to what he said he was going to be, I think it's going to be hard for him to make a comeback in the near term.
So yeah, I'm really proud actually of the work Joe Biden did for our country.
What?
I gotta say, I'm on my way.
This is, what's his name? Paul Begala or something like that. This fucking loser. By the way, this guy's forehead makes Ryan's look small. Okay, like holy shit, that is the biggest forehead I've ever seen. That is insane.
Way to a ball. I think Paul's already been out to one already. I'd like to get into whatever he's drinking and the description of the Joe Biden presidency, because if everything you said was true, he should have had no trouble getting reelected, and he should not have a 34% approval rating. The truth is, on so many issues, he failed. And not only did he fail, but he and his people were dishonest with the American people about it, telling us the border is secure when it's not, telling us that the Afghanistan pullout was a wonderful accomplishment, and most damagingly last year, telling us that he was fit for office when clearly he was not. And the biggest cover-up in modern political history took place on his watch, and I guess at the direction of him and his top people. That is going to live with him for a very, very long time. Even Democrats now admit that Joe Biden was not with it, and they all went along with it too, and they have no one to blame but themselves. I do agree with what Paul said earlier. He should never have run for re-election, but the fact that he's now saying he could have won is delusional, and the fact that he's saying Kamala Harris could have won is basically saying she ran a crap campaign. So he's left his own party in somewhat political chaos.
Both very sure.
Well, the Democrats right now are in chaos mode. And I don't see, like, I know we're 4 years away from, the next general election, everything like that. But considering what I know Trump is going to do over the next 4 years, considering the momentum that the Republicans have, considering the MAGA momentum, considering the cultural shift that we're seeing, considering that Democrats have no leadership whatsoever, and they have no prominent person that can elevate their party based on who we see right now, they are in for a world of hurt if Republicans can do what needs to be done in the right way over the next 4 years. Democrats are in some serious fucking trouble. If Trump is able to, and I do believe Trump is going to be able to do everything he wants to do. It's about the rest of the party making sure that they stay in line and, don't create any unnecessary obstacles for President Trump. But speaking of CNN, since we're playing, that was a CNN clip, I think we have to bring this old but gold clip up right here from Clay Travis on CNN.
I believe in only two things, the First Amendment and boobs. Once they made the decision that they were not going to allow a
you believe in the
conservative
First Amendment? And hold on. I just want to make sure I heard you correctly as a woman anchoring the show. Did you say, what did you just say? You believe in the First Amendment and BWOBS?
Boobs. Two things that have only never let me down in this entire country's history, the First Amendment and boobs. So those are the only two things I believe in absolutely in the country.
Listen, I'm astonished at almost everything I just heard. For somebody to come on CNN and to say something like the only thing.
And by the way, so this guy right here, this black dude, after this guy pretended to be fake offended by what Clay Travis said, and it was doing the whole milady, with the tipping the fedora and fighting for women, and we should never objectify women. It's the worst. All of a sudden, people looked on his Twitter feed from years ago, and all he was doing was talking about all these chicks and strippers and, big booties and all that. Like, it was so bad. He got completely exposed. It was so good.
Thing I believe in the discussion.
I'm still there too, and I just want to make sure I'm hearing you correctly. BOOZE or BOOBS? Because as a woman, I'm
BOOZE. What? Who talks like this?
I'm hearing you correctly. BOOZE or BOOBS? Because as a woman, I'm
as in boobs. I believe completely in the First Amendment and in boobs. Those are the only two things I believe 100% in this country.
Guys, why would you even say that live on national television and with a female host?
I say it live on the radio all the time because it's true, and that's what I do. Because I like boobs and the First Amendment, which is exactly what I said.
It never gets old, man. I love that clip so much. I've been listening to Clay Travis for a long, long time before that. And, it was great. It was great that, he went so viral over that moment. It was so damn good. And you love to see it. JD Vance. When was this? JD Vance tweeted this out at 6:14. Look at this. JD Vance from the official vice presidential Twitter account. Hey, Joe, if we're doing fake shit on the way out, can you declare Pete Rose into the Hall of Fame? See you in 2 days. Dude, let's go. JD Vance. Yes. Now that's a vice president right there. Oh, that's so good. These guys get it, man. They get the cultural shift that's going on. They understand how to talk to people. They understand what people are going to respond to. It's really good. So I'm digging it. I am digging it. Also, the term, those that preach the loudest have the most to hide. This is an old clip that I had. So I'll share this with all of you really quickly. Here we go.
White men like Trump need to be banished. That way of thinking is real dangerous. This man literally threatened the lives of us and our families about going to vote.
Stand back and stand by.
So P. Diddy said white men like Trump need to be banished.
Stand back and stand by. Yeah. We're in a war. We're not taking this like it's a war. We're taking this like, we're in a presidential election. No, we're in a war of love versus hate.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and run your mouth, P. Diddy. Go ahead and run your mouth. So nobody cares. Nobody believes you. You are locked away. And that type of projection, you're going to continue to see that type of projection from these people. But the truth will eventually, the truth will reign supreme. And Donald Trump is back. I wonder how P. Diddy's feeling right now. Wonder how he's feeling right now. What is this right here? Okay.
What else do you expect to see on day one from the president?
Well, once again, he is hitting the ground running. A number of the executive orders, as we understand it, based on our conversations, not just with the president, but with a number of his team members, he's going to issue a whole bunch. His arm is going to be sore by the time he's finished signing his name time and time again. I don't think this is a hidden secret or anything, but there could very well be 100 of them.
Woo! 100 executive orders potentially on Monday.
And I think that's appropriate because he's got to undo a lot of the damage that President Biden did when he came in. He shut down energy production. He clearly started the inflationary trends that have really damaged our country's economy. President Trump has the opportunity on day one to stop some of that and to really get hitting hard.
What else do you?
Monday is going to be a wild day, man, and this is why we need to kind of circle back to the whole point of we have to protect Trump. His protection is the most important thing to worry about. Not parties, not celebrations, not live streams, none of that. That's the most important thing. And so I think someone sent a super chat talking about it. Let me see if I can find it really quickly. Trump confirmed on Truth Social the inauguration is at the Capitol, and they already have the stage set inside and took everything down outside. When did he confirm that? Like, was that like in the last couple of hours, based on all of the rumors going around, or not? If you can let me know when that was confirmed. Because, like I said, we're just dealing with rumors right now, and I feel like with everything going on, I feel like that if there was going to be any major changes, they would be announcing it right now. So let's see here. Mark of Reality for 50 says P. Diddy wants white men like Trump banished. So how many times did Diddy banish Bieber? Listen, that Bieber, like, I would have never in a million years thought that I would have like sympathy for Justin Bieber. I was not a fan of his music, clearly. Not a fan of him as an entertainer, clearly. But it looks like that kid was really, really done wrong in Hollywood. And I have to ask the question, where's the parents at to let that happen to this kid? Where were the parents? I don't know. Maybe maybe they had problems. Maybe they weren't active. And it's like, I have no idea. But yeah, it's sad. It's really sad that kid got treated like he did in Hollywood. And that's why at least now we have some Hollywood ambassadors for President Trump. Sylvester Stallone, Mel Gibson, John Voight. Hell yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I saw, was Dean Cain on Fox News earlier talking about that? I feel like there was a video of Dean Cain on Fox News talking about that. Oh, what is this? Is Trump live right now? Is this live? This is on the Fox News YouTube channel. We don't have any audio right now. Feed's a little skipping right now. Right side's got it on. Let me pull up right side really quick. See. Okay, let's see here. Right side. They playing November Rain? What? This is amazing. This is amazing. I'm going to get hit with a copyright, but I want to hear November Rain. What is happening right now? Holy shit. All right, here we go. I'm letting it play. I'll take the hit. I don't care. That is awesome. I'll risk the copyright. We're going for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome America's tenor, Christopher Macchio.
Was a secret chord that
this is a beautiful.
David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? Goes like this.
Hallelujah.
The minor fall, the major lift, the tribal king composing hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Baby, I've been here before. I've seen this room and I walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. I've seen your flag on the marble lords, and love is another victory might. It's cold and it's a broken hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
This is America, baby. This is awesome.
cosa vederis, mentre tu consider all the world thy hands have made. I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe display. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee, how great thou art.
I'm not muting it.
Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee, how great thou art, how great thou art.
So this is absolutely awesome. This is at the Trump National Golf Club in Virginia. Thank you, Laughing Man, for the 50 gifted memberships. Jacoby with 10 gifted memberships. Let's go. America is back.
From the mountain to the prairie, to the ocean, would with love, God bless America, my home with love. Bless America. From the mountain to the prairie, to the ocean, one with love, God bless America, my home with home. God bless America.
This is awesome, man. I was not expecting this tonight. The audio keeps cutting in and out.
principi fa nella tua fredda stanza vorrei dire stelle che tremano d'amore e di speranza. Ma Dio mistero è chiuso in me, il nome mio nessun saprò, e non ho una tua bocca e odio. Quando la luce
Cameraman is trash. I bet it. How cold is it in Virginia right now? I saw somebody boats and hose. The guy has a fantastic voice. Boats and hose.
All'alba vincerò,
Yes, Trump is a big fan of opera music. He loves it. Catalina wine mixer.
All right, everybody. Let us all thank Donald J. Trump, the 47th President of the United States. We'll see you Monday where I'll be singing the national anthem. God bless you all. Have a great rest of the evening.
Don't turn the music down. We want to see Trump dance. But yeah, so that was awesome. I was not expecting that. That was super cool. Some of the imagery that you're seeing on social media right now, it's really, really great. And yeah, now I just kind of want to watch Step Brothers. He did it.
All right, live. What a great moment there. Spectacular fireworks there. Donald Trump and Melania Trump witnessing what an awesome moment it was, too, as Christopher Macchio singing those amazing songs right there. Some of the songs that we've actually heard during the rally coverage that we've had here at Right Side Broadcasting Network. So Christopher Macchio to sing again the national anthem at the Capitol Rotunda on Monday. Again, President Trump basically has his personal opera singer at this point. Isn't it awesome that Christopher Macchio has this opportunity, but also he's a conservative Trump supporter as well. So singing beautifully, the spectacular fireworks that we just saw there. What an amazing moment in time. If you missed any of that, if you just joined us, go ahead and scrub back a little bit. I know that on Truth Social and on X, we've posted a number of the moments there. But this is what it's all about, the golden age of America. We're looking forward to it. We're working hard for it. We're believing for it, for more safety and more health, more wealth, more freedom. than ever before. So looking forward to that.
Barron Trump is there. Earlier, speaking of Barron, I retweeted this earlier, but someone says Barron Trump preparing for 2044.
Come.
Let's go.
You have learned to bury your guilt with anger. I will teach you to confront it and to face the truth.
Now I want to watch Batman Begins. So that's Barron Trump getting ready for preparing for 2044. So oh man, the memes are going to be so glorious. And I'll go back to right side just to make sure we don't miss anything from right side. So I'll keep it muted for right now. See what they're saying. We had a 20 from Bungles Twanger says, conservatives have their panties in a wad over TikTok security and the CCP, but the CCP can just buy data from other social media companies if TikTok is banned. These some IDOTs keep renewing the Patriot Act. Yeah, I mean, I don't care about the security issues with TikTok because there's security issues on every fucking social media platform. Wasn't it Ben Shapiro who tweeted out how dangerous TikTok was yesterday? And then everybody was in his replies showing that Ben Shapiro has a TikTok account. So Ben Shapiro's preaching how dangerous TikTok is. Meanwhile, Ben Shapiro is on TikTok and he's monetized with millions of followers. Make that make sense. Please make it make sense. Now, again, Ben Shapiro's an idiot. Ben Shapiro, pretty much anything Ben Shapiro says should be disregarded in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, so Ben Shapiro's like, oh, TikTok is so bad and the CCP is so bad. And people are like, bro, you have a fucking TikTok account. What are you talking about? So I think there's far worse things than TikTok. That's all I'm saying. And Laughing Man, thank you for the 50 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. And Jacoby with the 10. Thank you guys so much. So yeah, I didn't even know this was happening tonight with Trump and Melania being there for the fireworks, but that was great to see. Big Time says, good evening, fighters. Thank you, Big Time. Appreciate that. Mad Cat says, listen here, Fig, we missed you. We love you, and we are happy you are feeling better. Can't wait to see you on Monday and see all the libtards cry Epstein didn't kill himself. Thank you. It is good to be back. I'm happy to be back, and I missed all of you as well. Victor Chavez says, that voice is so beautiful. That's what I want to hear when I go to meet the good Lord. Hail the 199, and God bless America and all the beautiful souls that are here in the chat. Look at that, man. A lot of love for the chat. That's what it's all about right there. So what's up, Mo Zamboni in the house? Mo, who's part of Drunk 3PO's Monday stream. Where they talk about movies and promoting criticalists and all of that. I think I've got to make an appearance on that stream at one of these days, man. I got to, man. I Loose versus Not Even Jeremy's Incest Eyebrows Can Stop Trump. I Loose versus by Jeremy's Eyebrows Combined. I'm Captain Trump. Hope says, imagine if you were driving to DC right now. I am not going to DC. I am not. I've got Jades for $1. Thank you. Beardo's Nose Wrestling for $1. Hope says, RIP Tide Pod Challenge, Knockout Game, Fire Challenge. Downs RFK for $1. Thank you. Beastie Man says, yes, more losing for the Dems. Thank you. Kamala Land. Yeah, if she's in charge or if she's involved in any way, shape, or form, they're going to be losing big time. Harley Dave says, I can't wait for all the lib reactions when Papa Trump saves TikTok. Yeah, so that was actually, I just saw a tweet from TikTok. Let me see if, why is my news feed so slow right now? Like my news feed is completely just, I can't find anything. Let's see here. TikTok just released a statement, if I could find it, where they basically said, thankfully, President-elect Trump has said he's going to work with us. So I'm looking for that right now. Let me see if I can find it. And that's going to be funny because all of these people, all these leftists that cry all the time about Trump, now Trump has to save their precious platform. Isn't that how it works? And they're still going to hate him because they're programmed to hate him. Marlena says, I am not a Democrat or Republican. I am an let's see. Idacon, is that it? 199. What's up? I'm like 90% right now, so I'm trying to mute whenever I have to go full DSP. So like right now, watch, I'm gonna mute. Okay, did it work? Okay, we're good. So I'm trying not to ruin your experience by still being sick, but we'll see. Gerald Armstrong says, isn't Kamala getting a divorce from Doug? I don't know about that, but there's rumors that there could be trouble in Obama land. I'm just saying, there's rumors that there could be trouble in Obama land. As a matter of fact, wasn't it Megyn Kelly who had a video? Let's see here, right here. Okay. So apparently they're having some problems in Obama land. Here we go. Right here.
And offered a bit. Melania Trump sat down with Ainsley Earhardt of Fox and Friends on Fox and offered a bit of a jab against how she and Donald were treated by the Obamas when they took over at the White House as the Obamas left first time around. Watch.
Behind the scenes, what is it like when you're moving back in the White House? What's different this time?
The difference is I know where I will be going. I know the rooms where we will be living. I know the process. The first time was challenging. We didn't have much of the information. The information was upheld for us from previous administration, but this time I have everything. So it's very different transition this time, second time around.
So the Obamas did not fully share everything that would normally be shared with the Trumps. Now we see, of course, it must be noted, Trump skipped the Biden inauguration because he was doing his January 6th.
You're damn right he skipped it. You're damn right.
Stuff. But now you have Michelle skipping this inauguration. And there is speculation in the press that, yes, it could be because she hates Donald Trump, but she hated Donald Trump in 2016 too, and she went.
With a puss on her face.
Right. Or is it because there's trouble in paradise? There are a bunch of reports now. It's her birthday today, and she tweeted something out, and Barack tweeted, I love you. Like on paper, they're being lovey. But this is what's coming up to surface. She gave an interview, for example, on Jennifer Hudson's show within the past year. It was in December. So it was a month ago. And listen to her talk about Barack here. It's Hot 16.
How's our former president doing?
He's doing okay.
He's doing all right.
Yeah. He's still working too hard, but I think that's something he will.
That's a dude. Okay. Just saying. Big Mike in the house. Okay. Just saying.
Working hard on the Obama Presidential Center. So we've been able to get some fun dates. That picture was us at the U.S. Open, and that was the first time he got to go to the U.S. Open in person. But he's working hard on the Obama Presidential Center, which is on the south side of Chicago.
I love that.
Yeah, we're gonna head to the island for a little sun.
Nice.
And
that's the way to spend the Christmas. I like that.
I know. I tell you, that's what you got to pick your husband right.
Okay.
Okay. It's like he got a lot cuter when I found out he was from Hawaii. I was like, oh, okay.
That is funny.
Okay, this on the heels of reports denied by Jennifer Aniston that there may be something going on between.
When I heard this, this is the first I've heard of this. So when I heard Megyn Kelly say this earlier, I'm like, wait, what? Obama's banging Jennifer Aniston? What?
Barack and Jennifer Aniston? But Jennifer Aniston came out and said, this is a tabloid report, said, I only met him once. I know Michelle better than I know him. But what's going on here?
I find this fascinating. I have been theorizing for months that something is up in this marriage because she was traveling alone over the summer. Not alone. She was traveling with billionaires, which is how they roll now. But he was nowhere to be found, and I don't know, they always sort of sold this great love story. And the way she's talking about him on the Jennifer Hudson show, it was kind of like a distant family member you
Pretty
haven't talked
lackluster.
to. He's working a lot, and then he's working a lot, and also he happens to be working a lot.
But I'm really happy
Obama.
he has a connection to Hawaii. At least.
Yeah, right. Like I bagged a big one, I guess. I don't know. And she's so, the whole sort of like this self-help empire she's built for herself, with her books and her like journals and everything. It's just, it all feels very grubby to me. And for her, this country made her a very wealthy woman. This country made her a very wealthy woman, a very privileged woman. And she can't get out of bed these people fly private. You're not taking more than a day to go to Jimmy Carter's funeral.
Well, she had a
Show
quote,
up.
scheduling conflict, Maureen.
Like, listen, if that scheduling conflict had any import, that conflict would have been detailed. She had a scheduling conflict, helping with whatever, whatever. Or she's whatever.
Almost nothing cannot be postponed. Even a mammogram, if you're Michelle Obama, could probably have.
You know what's great about this is that the Democrats and the left-wing media tried to say over and over again that after Trump, quote unquote, and I'm saying quote unquote, lost the 2020 election because we know he didn't really lose it, but after they say he did, they tried to push the narrative that Melania was going to leave Trump. That's the narrative that they were constantly pushing. And they were also pushing, and they've always pushed this narrative that the Obamas are the perfect couple. They're the perfect couple projection, like always. So meanwhile, Trump and Melania are perfectly happy like they've always been. And now we have rumors of trouble in Obama land.
Happen the next
day.
day.
Will wheel the machine to you.
Yes.
Okay. So, and I also think that now that these rumors have been sort of circulating and there's been speculation in the media about what is going on, there hasn't been a denial. Wouldn't you issue a denial if you're a prominent, mega powerful couple like that? Your brand is so intertwined.
But if you did not, like that there's marital trouble, or that he's having an affair with Jennifer Aniston, which is just
that
crazy.
would be amazing. That would be, like, who would you pick for Barack? Like, for wife number 2?
I would pick a man.
That's my favorite thing. I remember when
Megyn Kelly actually went there. Holy shit. She actually went there.
And there was this like doorstopper biography of Barack Obama that came out several years ago, right? And the New York Times reviewed it and basically said, nothing to see here. And then I read somewhere else, the big takeaway was Barack crushing hard on like his male college professor.
He had gay fantasies that he was talking to an ex-girlfriend about.
Yeah, and was like, could I live as a gay man? Because I really dig this guy. Like, there's nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Like,
I was
it could be on something.
I'm just gonna say, like, I'm not sure, but I wouldn't put him down for any second wife. I think if those two split, it's going to be confirmed bachelorhood.
Oh, interesting.
For the duration.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what
we've got. Hey, right here.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
I predict. I don't know whether there's trouble in paradise or she's just being her normal miserable self. She always has like an unenthusiastic. The only thing she gets enthusiastic about is how much she hates Trump and our country. Those are the things that really seem to animate her.
It's so
love
true.
for Barack doesn't seem to be on the list.
So,
Increased tariffs.
I don't know,
on our
man.
trade.
That is some wild stuff. Yeah, the first time I heard this whole Jennifer Aniston rumor was when I listened to this Megyn Kelly clip, and I'm like, what? That's just shocking for a lot of different reasons, because obviously, Obama's gay. Is this earlier? This must have been earlier. But yeah, I guess they're replaying it on right side. Sorry, I was looking at the clip of Trump and Melania, but I guess we'll see, man. Donald Trump has single-handedly destroyed every ounce of Barack Obama's legacy. He's destroyed all of it. And I don't think there's words to describe how much that Barack Obama hates Donald Trump. He must hate him so much. And that's what you get, man. You messed with Trump back in the day. You talked shit. And now you've learned that it's over for you, Obama. So that is glorious to see right there. Yeah, the clips right now of Trump and Melania online are pretty great. So let's see. All my feed is politics and people arguing over Goonergate. That's all my feed is right now on Twitter. Gerald Armstrong says, oh yeah, I got that one. This $5 super chat led me down that path of talking about all of that. So good job, Gerald Armstrong. Okay, good job. Bruce flashes, we couldn't convince another woman to give you $800K while you were sick. Not quite Brad Pitt level yet. Yeah, I thought I was there, but I guess not. We tried, though. We tried, right? Sherry Allen for $10. Thank you. Says nothing. Thank you so much. Ghost Crusaders TV says, so when does Joe pardon Merrick Garland, Jack Smith, Judge Mershon, Fannie Willis, Letitia James, Alvin Bragg, Jim Biden, Liz Cheney? Who else? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't happen. Time's going to be running out. They have dirt on Johnson. That's why he never spoke up. He is a snake. I agree. Vault 95 says, now that I have a YouTube channel, I need to figure out how to stream. Do you have any recommendations? New subs, welcome. Hail the 199. I mean, if you're streaming video games, you need to do it through OBS. So you need to look up tutorials on OBS. If you're doing it through video games, you got to learn OBS or Streamlabs OBS. So I would do, and OBS is really intimidating at first. But once you, like, if you know nothing about OBS, the first time you kind of start trying to figure it out, it seems very overwhelming. It's very simple. Once you learn it, it's not as complicated as it seems. Gay Carpenter says, I remember the Dems freaking out over Reagan starting to show decline in his last year. It was clear with Biden from the start. Not a peep. Rad the Guy says, that's why I call him Mike Ain't Got No Johnson. Victor says, Johnson is part of the machine. That's why. Philip Butler says, let's see. Covering his ass. Mike Johnson is in on it. Golden Nugget says, that's one stiff Johnson. Ryan Wilson says, Trump confirmed it on True Social. Oh, yeah. I think you. And again, I think at this point in time, we can put those rumors to rest based on the fact that we haven't had any confirmations. And what rumors are we talking about? We're talking about this right here. This has not been confirmed at all. None of this has been confirmed. This is the only person that has said anything about it. I don't know who this person is. So there you go. So until we hear it confirmed from the Trump team, I don't think that there's anything to worry about. He's claiming the parade was canceled. He's claiming the swearing in was not at the Capitol. It was going to be moved to the White House. We're hearing nothing from that. Now, if things change, people can obviously update me on that, but I've heard nothing to support that. Eric K says, Trump may have won, but he needs to look into widespread election fraud in the last one. Senate and House seats were stolen. Lance Schneck Zackass says, did you see that according to MSNBC that vets are leading the leading cause of terrorism? What a bunch of pieces of shit. Angry cops break it down very well. That doesn't surprise me. John Jones says, arrived in D.C. today to witness Trump wars, return of the Donald. God bless America. Be safe, brother. Mellow Fungus says, Bieber is Canadian, so his cuckold cringe socialist parents totally let it happen to impress their idol Justin Trudeau. Get Woke Go Broke says, Jeremy, you need to play that clip of Snoop calling other black men some words if they perform for President Trump. Somebody tag me in that on Twitter. I haven't seen that one. Mellow Fungus becomes a new member. Thank you. Corn Boy says, God bless the USA. Giggity says, remember when they did this for Biden? Me neither. Warbreer says, Jeremy per CBC News on X, Trudeau is threatening $37 billion in counter tariffs as soon as Trump is inaugurated on Monday. CBC is the biggest Canadian network. Please let this happen. Please. I'm begging you, Justin Trudeau. All right, Warbreer, can you send that to me on Twitter? I want to pull this clip up right now if it's a clip. Please let this happen. Please let Trudeau try. Like, Trump is walking into office like a fucking machine. And if Trudeau wants to try him on day one, Oh my goodness. Please inject this into my veins right now. I need this because Trump is going to absolutely destroy him if he does this. That will be great. Mo Zamboni says that's my pop's favorite hymn. R.I.P. Big Al. Thank you, Mo. Hope says USA is a melting pot. Dems want to unmake the soup. Bruce Lee says Trump doing a little trolling. November rain equals lib tears. Escapo says what they really need is an orchestra playing the Halo theme conducted by the based Marty O'Donnell. Harley Dave says can't wait for the lib reactions when Papa Trump saves TikTok. Hope says can we get a couple of dams for that 50 drop? Yes, we can. Where are we at? Where you at, Laughing Man? You still here? Damn! One more time for Laughing Man. Damn! Go!
We do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling.
All right, I just see you, Warbeard. You just sent it. Let's see here. Right here. The Trudeau government is planning a $37 billion counter tariff that could be unveiled as soon as U.S. President-elect Donald Trump is sworn in on Monday. Radio Canada has confirmed. Please let this happen right now. Please. This will be the greatest thing that we have ever seen, because I will pull this clip up one more time to remind everyone, okay? This is what's about to happen. Right here, okay? This is what's about to happen. Daddy is back home, okay? And this is what's about to happen. Let me pull this up. Is this it? Here it is. Where's the one that I used to always watch? Is this the one? Here we go, right here. Here we go.
I have been very, very direct with Secretary Stoltenberg and members of the alliance in saying that NATO members must finally contribute their fair share and meet their financial obligations. But 23 of the 28 member nations are still not paying what they should be paying and what they are supposed to be paying for their defense. This is not fair to the people and taxpayers of the United States. And many of these nations owe massive amounts of money from past years and not paying in those past years. Over the last 8 years, the United States spent more on defense than all other NATO countries combined. If all NATO members had spent just 2% of their GDP on defense last year, we would have had another $119 billion for our collective defense and for the financing of additional NATO reserves.
You gotta love it. I've played that clip so many times, and that's what it's all about right there. That's what it's all about. And so, yeah, Trudeau, please, Trudeau, try President Trump. Try it. Lance Next says, how funny is it that they banned a social media site before they banned porn? Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want porn banned either, but I do think that there needs to be tighter restrictions on porn. 100%. Like, I don't think that porn should be allowed on Twitter. I don't think porn should be allowed on any publicly available social media website that's meant for like the general public. I wish it wasn't on there. Just like right here, I think there's several other states, but like here in the state of Florida, they've now made it to where sites like, I will say Corn Hub. I think everybody uses the word corn so you don't want to get demonetized, but like sites like that, like you can't access them now unless you verify your ID and all of that. And which I understand that that's a gray area to like make people have to put their ID in, but ultimately it protects children from having access to that stuff. And if it's that easily accessible for children, I think that there needs to be some level of hoops that you have to jump through in order to access sites like that. I don't think it should just be so easily available. But that's a gray area, and it's a little difficult because on one hand, I would never put my I would never put my ID into a site like that to access that type of content. I just wouldn't do it. There's no way in hell I would do that. But I don't like that it's just so easily accessible for children. I don't like that. So there needs to be some type of thing done about that. That is far worse than TikTok. That being available is far worse than TikTok. Not even close. Big Mike says, how about that Switch 2? I'm very excited. I really just want to turn the Geeks and Gamers main channel into me talking about Nintendo Switch 2. It'll kill the views. I'll lose half my subs, but that's all I want to do is talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 on the main channel. And nobody cares about that. Nobody's subbed to me on the main channel to hear me talk about Nintendo. All I want to do is talk about the Nintendo Switch 2. Jim P says, this is a great start to the MAGA Day celebration. Echo Base Network. Let's go. Got my trip to Orlando booked. Will be my first timer to Orlando. Jay is going to try and take me to Galaxy's Edge. That's awesome, man. Can't wait to hang out with you, brother. MegaCon is shaping up to be a massive event for us. The RSVP is pinned in the comment section. So if you are coming to the meetup, make sure you RSVP to that. We need to keep track of how many people, because we have a lot of space, but we definitely have a number that we need to stay within. And right now, there's been a lot of people RSVP for this meetup, a lot of people. So, but please make sure you RSVP so we know, so we can have a gauge of how many people, because we have to communicate that to the location so they understand what we're dealing with, so we can have enough staff and everything like that. Also, in terms of the panel, that discussion is still happening with MegaCon. I don't have anything to confirm at this point in time, but as soon as I can confirm something, I will. But I cannot wait. Jeremy still uses VHS for his corner viewing. Let's see. Is it Staccato DDS Obamaston? What's up for the $9.99? Thank you for the super chat. Is that your first super chat on this channel? I've never seen you on here before. That's cool though. Let's see. I'm trying to see. Is that your first super chat? But hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Let me see. Marlena says, yeah, I got it. I got it earlier. I'm sorry. I messed it all up earlier, but I can't read. 2 Snoop clips in the D-Day Cobra chat. Okay, let me see. So Snoop, I saw the video of him, pretending that he was going to do what to Trump. We saw that. Let's see what we got here. It would be nice if Twitter would work. So what is this? Is this on Instagram? Oh God, I have to sign into Instagram. All right. So is this it right here?
Which one of you jigaboo ass gonna be the first one to do it? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the out one of you Uncle Tom for doing it. Which one of you gonna do it first? Osby's the one that performs for himself.
A few years later.
Say hell yeah! Say hell yeah! Say Snoop Dogg! Now scream!
Yeah, Snoop's a piece of shit, man. Snoop is 100% no one you can trust.
I'm gonna understand for you. Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!
So can you rewind on? I don't know how Instagram works.
Gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh?
Yeah, Snoop's a piece of garbage. So when I saw everybody celebrating that yesterday, I was just like, what are we doing here? Print Corp says, hey, Jeremy, you're a swell guy. Did someone hack your account? What's going on? You know the rules around here. You know the rules around here. No compliments, okay? Please insult me. No compliments. Stuart H says, I'm glad you're feeling better. I'll accept that because that was genuine. I appreciate that. Mikey Likes it says, Trump hold the line. Eric K says, what Jennifer Aniston is banging Big Mike? Fentanyl Floyd says, Michelle pegs Barack without a strap on. I didn't need that image in my head, but thank you. Appreciate that. Andrew Sierra says, Big Mike couldn't go to Carter's funeral because of a prostate exam. Hashtag Mohap. Desert Fox says Ross Obama pivot. Arclight says sup y'all and a Saturday stream. Nice. Yeah, I mean, getting ready for all this, and I'm trying to make up for lost time because I was sick as hell last week, so I'm trying to get everything back rolling. Graptar's Hammer for 10 says I am the chosen one Trump clip. I'll have to pull that one up and see. Does it have any copyrighted stuff in it? Bulldozer says make lamppost great again. Johnny the Wiz Kid says I don't know if you heard on Timcast, but China has control of it, and not only selling personal data, but they can see personal messages. If someone uses TikTok and works at engineering, they'll know it. Thoughts on that? Tim Pool had a TikTok account, so is Tim advocating for like an anti-TikTok message when he literally signed up for TikTok and had multiple accounts banned on TikTok? Again, that's my whole point behind it. Like, all the people talking about how bad TikTok is had a fucking TikTok. It's so stupid. It makes no sense. Tim Pool is always complaining, TikTok banned us. TikTok is CCP, but TikTok banned us. Well, it's like, you fucking signed up for it. Like, so why did you sign up for it, Tim? Sweet Potato Knight says there are rumors Jennifer Aniston is a man. So, hey. Solo Felix says that's why you are always sick. Mohap is single. Yabe says, hey, Jeremy, this is my first super chat, and I pay to say you are a flamboyant gay dude. See you at the meetup, Fig. This is your first super chat? You're lying. You're lying. See, even Same Millennials calling you out, but that's okay. As long as you're lying in super chats, I'll accept it. Troy says Trump needs to operate from the White House, protected by an army. Check his food, check everything. This is just the beginning. Absolutely. I mean, look, like, this is where I try to look at things in the most logical way possible. Now, I'm nobody. I'm absolutely nobody. I'm a retard on the internet, and I'm a nobody. So when we go to these meetups, everybody, I famously, I don't drink alcohol. I've never drank alcohol, and I never will drink alcohol. That's something I have said since I was in my early teens. It's never going to happen. That's not for any reason other than I'm just not interested. I don't judge people that do it. Other people can do it. I don't judge people. I'm just saying, for me, it's never going to happen. So I've always had this thing in the back of my head, even before I had a YouTube channel or anything like that. When I would be at like meetups, or when I'd be at like get-togethers with friends or parties or anything, I never would ever let anyone get me a drink, ever. Because I was always worried that someone was going to try to spike my drink in order, because that's just how people are. Everybody wants to troll. So even at meetups now, I will not let anyone get me a drink. I don't trust people because I think everybody wants to try to get one. I won't do it. The point I'm trying to make is that I'm a nobody. How does Donald Trump live his life on a daily basis? Because there are people that literally want him dead. How does he eat food? How does he drink? How does he do anything? How does he do anything? I don't understand it. It's wild. He's got to be always thinking about this. You know? I don't know how the man lives a normal, comfortable life. I really don't. Somebody said I'm a control freak. You're damn right I am. You're damn right I am. Eric K says 2 Snoop clips in the Cobra play to play. Fusebox says, let's see, y'all best get Outlaw Knights, Space Pirates, Blood Muscle, and Ladies. We got it all. What is that? You got to give me more info. Jules says, speaking of Snoop, found a 2 CD Death Row Greatest Hits album at a thrift store. The Shiznit is Snoop's best song. What is my favorite Snoop song? The Shiznit is a good song. I don't want to say Gin and Juice because that's such a popular one. I would like to say a more lesser known one. I was only a fan of Snoop through his first, obviously, Dr. Dre and the Chronic, Doggy Style, and then Murder Was the Case. Those were really the only Snoop albums I was really into. I liked his collaborations with Tupac. So like Two of America's Most Wanted was a really good song. Cheese and Hustlers is a good one. It's probably Gin and Juice, though. I love that song. Like, I love Gin and Juice. That is such a good song. Murder Was the Case was a damn good song. It really was, especially because the whole thing of him being intertwined in real life and everything. That was a great, great one. Let's see. I would never buy a rap album. Well, I mean, hey, I appreciate the fact that I'm not a fan of rap now. I hate rap music. I don't even say I hate rap music. I hate all current music. I can't listen to anything current these days. The last person that I personally would consider that genuinely talented in music that I listened to, which I don't care for this person anymore. I thought Timberlake was absolutely talented. Timberlake was talented as hell. And I liked a lot of his music when he became a solo artist and everything like that. He is a complete liberal leftist nut job. He's a beta. He's a bitch. But I liked his music, and he's talented as hell as an entertainer. But I tend to just listen to stuff from the 90s and the 80s. I listen to everything, though. I listen to rap. I listen to country. I listen to rock. I still listen to a ton of George Strait. I still listen to a ton of Hank Williams Jr. I still listen to Garth Brooks, even though Garth Brooks is a fucking bitch too these days. And so I listen to a lot. There's no consistent taste in music. I like a lot of different stuff. But Timberlake learned a lot from Timberland. Yeah, Timberland was a big part of his early career. Him and Pharrell, was that his name, from the Neptunes? They had a lot to do with Timberlake's early solo career. See, $5 super chat takes us down that road. See there? There you go. Jeremy likes Cyndi Lauper. I like one Cyndi Lauper song. Let's see. Sturgeon says Jeremy shaved his eyebrows off because he thinks it makes him drive faster at Mario Kart. If that helps, I'll do it. Respect to you for being straight edge. I don't know. I guess I didn't even know what straight edge meant until CM Punk made that popular. I didn't know what it meant. So I heard that. I was like, is that what that means? But Eric K says, first time super long-term listener. You do an amazing job. Keep it up. Yay. Can somebody ban this person, please? Please. Elite Neo for 50. Those ID verification measures in place to limit minors' access to adult material online can easily be bypassed through the use of free proxy servers, easily found with a little Googling. As tech savvy as kids are nowadays, wouldn't put it past them. And that's why I said adding some hoops to jump through, because at the end of the day, there's only so much you can do to limit a child from doing something if they don't have good parenting. That's always been my argument. With that said, I think that it's very, I don't think that there should be, I think it's a very common sense approach to say, hey, maybe we should add a few hoops to not make legitimate adult oriented content like that so easily accessible for children. At least just add a few hoops to the equation, and hopefully the parents are involved to make sure kids are not accessing those sites. But it always comes back to good parenting. If you don't have good parenting, then it's always going to be a problem. So let's see here. But thank you, Elite Neo. Metal Incarnate says, as a citizen who lives near Chicago, I cannot wait for the city's liberation. 200 ICE agents are being deployed to the city on Tuesday. Let's go. Dude, I'm so excited. Absolutely. Yave says, allow me to clarify something here. Jer is gay, control freak. Please use proper expressions on this chat. Thank you. Let's see here. John Ambler says, well, since you're okay with lies and super chats, just wanted to say you're the straightest man ever. Harley Day says, Jeremy, this is my first super chat. Just wanted to say this is actually the best channel and stream. You do an incredible job. We appreciate you. Have I started a new meme now? Good Lord. I didn't mean to start this meme where now everybody's like, first time super chatting. Hey, you have a great channel. Oh God, here we go. Kremlin says, Jeremy has a beautiful soul. Jim P says, you seem like a real nice guy, but stay lame. Alley Cat 199 says, a decade ago, my mom passed away from cancer. Glad I spent some time with you, Jer, and the 199 celebrating number 47. She would have been a fan, Jer, you fig. Oh, well, thank you. That's really all. That is. Rest in peace to your mother, and thank you for the kind words. And I appreciate you, really do. JT says, I don't lie in super chats. My God. What do you want me to say to that? Landschneck says you should try symphonic metal like Nightwish. Joey says, hail to the 199. I'm at work listening. Glad you are feeling better. Thank you. Appreciate it. Golden Nugget says, please explain why the awful BVS sucks. I mean, from a writing standpoint, it's terrible. You have Batman, who spends the whole fucking movie plotting against Superman because he says, even if there's a 1% chance, we can't take this chance on him. We have to destroy him because of how dangerous he is. And then a fucking name changes all of that. And then he ends the movie. He's like, I failed him in life. I won't fail him in death. What the fuck? What are you talking about? You spent the whole movie trying to kill him. And then they destroyed the Death of Superman arc. If you read the comics, the Death of Superman was a powerful story. And you had the whole Justice League there. After he died, you had Funeral for a Friend. It had all this emotional weight. You see all these powerful superheroes just completely devastated because Superman was gone. You didn't even earn the Justice League at that point. You killed off Superman. And then before the fucking movie ends, they already reversed it. It's horrible. It's a terrible fucking movie. And then the Martha scene. I know Batman had a warehouse fight scene. Everybody loved the Batman warehouse fight scene. Okay, it was a great scene. Ben Affleck's stunt double did a great job in that scene. Great. Ben Affleck's Batman spent the rest of the movie literally murdering everybody in his fucking path. Doesn't even go out of his way to not try to kill people. He's like, nah, I'm murder man. I'm just going to murder everybody. It's the stupidest movie ever. Anyway. Fuck that movie. Where are we at? Andrew CR, this is my first super chat. I want a refund. God dang it. Golden Nuggets is first time super. You seem like a real cool guy. Fentanyl Floyd says, Jeremy, you are the light that guides the way. Yabe says, let me. I got that one. Mark of Reality says, you boneheads do realize that Jeremy hates being complimented. He's such a nice young man. Lunky Stray Dog says, Joey, it's for 199. Thank you. Joey says, for Monday, what time are you going live? 10 a.m. Central. 10 a.m. Central. It's going to be a hell of a stream, too. We're going to be live all day long, covering everything going on. Robert says, longtime listener, first time super chatter. Really like what you have to say. Everyone in the chat says you're gay. If that's true, I applaud you, sir or ma'am. Accident Seller says, I'm a fan of 90s underground hardcore rap, New York style, like Mobb Deep. The beat nuts and brutal stuff sounds like it wants to punch you heads out. You like it too? I remember Mobb Deep, but a lot of the underground stuff I didn't listen to. Mexican Iron Man says, I'm super excited to start kicking some... God damn. Mexican Iron Man, bringing it. That's what's up right there. FBI account for 50 on Rumble says, why do I feel a bit gayer after listening to this show? Thank you for the 50. I appreciate it. HHDSY says, don't tell us how we can compliment you. Damn eyebrowless fig. Luke himself says, TikTok just shut down during a live debate with Andrew Wilson and Parker and Dean. So it's officially shut down now? Is it over? Is TikTok now done? Let's see. Yep, it's done. Here it is. TikTok isn't available right now. A law banning TikTok has enacted in the U.S. Unfortunately, that means you can't use TikTok. We are fortunate that President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on a solution to reinstate TikTok once he takes office. They are making Trump. This is a layup for Trump. They're literally telling hundreds of millions of users right now that President Trump is going to save you. So that means when it comes back, that means Trump gets full credit. They just make this shit so easy for Trump. Good Lord. How did they continue to let this man just destroy them? Dolified says, first time super chat. Percent of folks in the chat who were hunting for corn when they were kids, i.e. blurred Skinamax. I remember that. I've got Jay says, first time super chat. Glad to see Jade's in remission. Lisa says, hey, Jared, is that a flying dildo over your right shoulder? What? No, that's Ghost of Tsushima. It's Ghost of Tsushima. Don't disrespect a great video game. Damn. All the disrespect. The Meep Kid says, but TikTok was never banned. What? What do you mean? I don't know what that means. So right now, TikTok is officially banned right now. They're making Trump look good by saying, hey, if this does ever return, it's going to be Trump that brings it back. So you have to thank him. It's just amazing, man. Hey, I like this. This is a good one right here. Mr. Beast, Kai Cenat, and Soulja Boy failed to save TikTok. You know who's going to save TikTok? Big Daddy Trump is going to save TikTok. That's who's going to do it. All of you losers failed, and Trump will succeed. Pyro Fusion Dancer says, Snake Pit channel on Discord has a meetup chat for anyone in DC. Can we get a Discord shout out for the Monday meetup for those of us who are going to be there? Absolutely. So mods, if you want to drop a link to the Geeks and Gamers Discord and you have the Snake Pit channel within there, feel free. Yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you so much for bringing that up. So mods will drop links. Look at here. Kai Cenat says, don't worry. Let's see. Don't worry. I'm talking to TikTok right now. Well, it's down. It's done. It's over with. Let's see here. Yeah. My whole Twitter feed now is talking about it. My whole Twitter feed is now talking about it. It's done. Where's everybody going to go now? Are you tuning in right now? Are you a TikTok refugee? Let's see. What is this? CapCut is also shutting down in the US as it's also owned by ByteDance, TikTok's parent company. I don't even know what that is. Dude, it is crazy the opportunities that Trump gets to just be the hero. This is all people are seeing is President Trump will save you. This is what everybody's seeing. This is crazy. I think TikTok will be back. I think TikTok will be back on Monday. Choose Violence says Duck Hunt or World Track Meet Power Pad. Honestly, I loved World Track Meet. I loved it so much, but I got to pick Duck Hunt. But that World Track Meet on the Power Pad was the coolest thing ever. Oh my gosh. Dave says, Jared did not read my second super chat of the night. That is so Tim Pooley. But coming from a man who autonomized his own eyebrows, what can you expect? Did I miss one from you? No, I didn't. You're lying, Yave. I thought let's see, hang on. I'm gonna make sure. Oh, no. Okay, my bad. Let me clarify another thing. Jared is not eyebrowless. Jared abolishes eyebrows from existence in a barbecue accident. You are welcome. There we go. See, Yave, I would never intentionally do that. I would never. Ministry of Wrong Thing says YouTube is going to get so many TikTok refugees. It's going to be like Christmas noobs on COD. Yeah. CapCut is a short form video editor. Oh, okay. I'd never heard of it. So here we go. We'll see what happens. So TikTok is officially shut down in the United States of America right now. And it's literally giving an advertisement for President Trump. Amazing. I just can't believe it, man. President Trump will have to save it. That's essentially what it's saying right now. So I'm looking right now. Mr. Beast couldn't save it. Kevin O'Leary couldn't save it. Kai Cenat couldn't save it. Thank God. Listen, I would rather TikTok shut down forever than for Mr. Beast to own it. I've gotten to the point where I was kind of neutral on Mr. Beast for a while. But I got to the point where I just don't like him at all. I just don't like Mr. Beast at all. Mr. Beast comes off as a very, very disingenuous person. And I want him to be involved in nothing that I'm, have any access to. So, I mean, he's a YouTuber, but he doesn't own YouTube. You know what I mean? So I don't like the guy at all. All right, let's see where we're at. Hey, I got that one. Lord Botha says, is someone going to do a wellness check on Epic Mike right now? Also, his wife dealing with TikTok closing by deep diving into Fortnite. Good, I guess. Epic Mike's Epic Mike. Who cares about him, right? So I know people that actually do have a following on TikTok that actually make good money from TikTok. I mean, you have to be a really big creator to make money off TikTok, though. The Meat Kick says TikTok was never banned. App can't host TikTok. I don't know what you're saying. I have no idea what you're saying. I have no idea what this means. Maybe I'm stupid, but am I dumb or what? Oh, because of his Lions. Oh, I didn't have that. I watched the Chiefs game earlier. It made me never want to watch football again. The Chiefs game was disgusting. I'll just say yes, Meat Kid. Thank you. Thank you. I agree. I agree completely. I agree with Jay. That's what I'll say. That's how I'll do it. I agree with Jay. Okay, so right here. TikTok has officially been banned and shut down in the United States. Just moments ago, TikTok released a message to its users announcing that it has been officially banned and shut down in the United States. Upon opening the app, all 170 million U.S. users are greeted with a notification stating that a law banning TikTok has been enacted, rendering the app currently available. The message concludes, thanking President Trump for his commitment to finding a solution once he assumes office. I can't undersell the optics here. The optics are incredible. The optics are incredible. Yes, that's a lot of people. That's my point. That's a lot of people. And that's a lot of people that are basically like, save us, President Trump. This is amazing. All right. So right here, TikTok officially shuts down. Users are no longer able to access the app. CapCut is also suspended U.S. services as ByteDance refuses to sell their company. The ban may be temporary, as President-elect Trump said on Saturday that he is considering implementing a 90-day extension. The 90-day extension is something that will most likely be done. It's appropriate. We have to look at it carefully. It's a very big situation, Trump said. If I decide to do that, I'll probably announce it on Monday. So there we go. Boom. So what's the score in the Lions game right now? I can pull up, I think I have ESPN right here. What's the score in the Lions game? 44-28. So 44-28, 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and the Redskins have the ball. I'm not fucking calling them the Commanders. The Redskins have the ball. So I was hoping Detroit would actually, go. I like Detroit. So there we go. 40. So it's 45-28. They just kicked the extra point. I mean, so damn, Washington scored 14 points in the fourth quarter already. Yeah, that Chiefs Texans game was disgusting. I don't care who you are. I've been watching sports my whole life. I've heard all the complaints about the Jordan rules, the Brady rules, the LeBron rules, all of that. I have never in my life seen a team get the calls that the Kansas City Chiefs get. It is clear as day that the NFL wants them in the fucking Super Bowl because of Taylor fucking Swift. It is obvious. I cannot believe how obvious this shit is. It is rigged beyond belief. I've never seen anything like it. And I've been watching sports my whole life. The Meep Kid says TikTok cannot be host on Google or Apple, but people can still access the app. They purposely shut down. Okay. I understand what point you're trying to make now. TikTok cannot be hosted on Google or Apple, but people can still access the app. So he's saying that it can't be accessed through Apple or Google. So can someone confirm, can you still go to TikTok through the browser? Can you still go to TikTok through the browser? Can you access TikTok through the browser? Not without a VPN. I'm not worried about VPNs. I know you can do it through VPN, but without, you can't. So not even through the browser. So you could do it so you do it through Google though. So on my computer, I could probably do it, right? Shadow Sand says, Jeremy, be careful how you say TikTok. You almost slipped up twice now. It would be the first time. Sammy Rice says, in DC, Trump's at his golf course. Cops turned me around. Really? Okay. Ministry of Wrong Things says, have you seen where liberals are trying to migrate over to actual Chinese social media apps in protest only if they get banned for any LGBT stuff? I did see that. It was really funny, too. It was funny as hell. You can't get in it at all. Okay, so you can't get in it at all. There you go. Okay. Let's see. There's so much going on right now, man. So much going on. Trump at his golf course. Okay, they're showing that. That was what we saw earlier. All right. Nightmare 99 says, sup, bro, watching from the tropics of Australia. Oh, all this is just too good. We've been fighting for a big D online too. The old alliances are not dead. Aussies always got your 6 Griggsy. Hey, man, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is fascinating. All of this, watching this all play out right now and everything that's playing out with TikTok, everything that's Monday is going to be incredible. I know we're not going to get the optics of the inauguration how we wanted it to, but this might actually be better the way that it's going to be done. It might be better. I don't know. I'm trying to put a silver lining on it, but it really doesn't matter about the optics. It matters about the execution of Trump becoming the 47th president of the United States of America with a clear mandate from the American people, with all of his nominees being appointed and confirmed. And he is going to, I think he's going to roll in like a fucking steamroller on Monday. I mean, the news is going to be crazy. That's why I'm going to be live all day long on Monday. I'm going to have people here with me. We're going to be reporting. We're going to have people watching Twitter, watching social media, and we're going to be updating you on all the news all day long. It's going to be insane. I can't wait. They green screened the fireworks. Is that true? Let's see here. What is that? Okay, what is this? Here we go.
Hey guys, I just had an 11-minute phone conversation with President-elect Donald Trump. A lot of headlines to cover, but one of the biggest ones, he told me he is seriously considering a 90-day extension for TikTok to give it that extra time to divest from the Chinese-owned company ByteDance. Now, he made it very clear this is complicated. He's still in the process of trying to make that final decision. So there is no final decision yet, but that's one of the options that he is considering. Of course, this comes after the Supreme Court did uphold the ban, got a lot of backlash from TikTok users online. So what will President-elect Trump do? We will hopefully learn more on Monday when he is sworn into office for a second time. We'll have a lot more coming up on Meet the Press. So join us on Sunday.
This is crazy. Like, I can't wait for Monday. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. What's Trump going to do? How's things going to look in Chicago when they just zone in over there? Wow. This is wild, man. So, and then they got everybody fighting over Goonergate on my timeline still. I am not getting involved in that shit at all. Jesus. I've already said my piece. We have a video on Geeks and Gamers 2 where I've gotten into, I've basically said my piece, but Trump's about to get elected and people are fighting over fucking video game characters. Like, Jesus. I'll just say this. I am against censorship. I don't want people censoring fucking video games over who decides what's skimpy outfit and what's not? Who decides what's sexualized and what's not? If there's a clear line, if you have straight up nudity and pornographic material, then yeah, okay, that's a clear, definitive line. But that's not what we're talking about here. Who makes the decision? There's enough video game content out there for everyone to be cited. You have family-friendly content. You have E for everyone content. You have rated M for mature content. You have like, I don't know what the problem is here. You know, the free market, let the free market decide. That's always been my stance on everything with the free market. Even going back to wokeness and identity politics, I have always said it. If the market would ever show that that is that something that the market wants, then so be it. The market has shown us that no one wants wokeness and identity politics in movies or video games. That's why every single entertainment company hijacks a pre-existing brand and pushes that bullshit within it, which becomes the problem. I'm not telling you you can't create from the ground up something with your identity politics, LGBT bullshit. Create it. Go right ahead. You know what's going to happen? The fucking market's not going to support it because nobody gives a shit about that. That's why they hijack shit like Star Wars and Marvel and all of these popular IPs, and they shove that bullshit into it because they know they can't build it from the ground up. So they hijack something that has a pre-existing fan base. That's always been the argument behind it. I've never said people can't create the fucking content. I say create the content from the ground up. Let the market determine the market. Fuck hijacking all of these properties. That's always been my fucking problem with it. So I am all for the free market. I'm all for not censoring artists and creativity and all of that. And hot women sell video games and they sell movies. They always have. Titties rule, okay? That's never gonna fucking change, okay? As long as we have been a species, titties have ruled. They've always ruled and they always will rule. And that ain't fucking changing ever. Fantastic Knox says, hail and good day, fellas. There's people in the U.S. military showing videos of operations on Red Note after TikTok has been blocked. Kind of concerning. Yeah, Red Note sounds like it might be even worse. The Meep Kid says, the government did not shut down TikTok. TikTok did. The law says Apple and Google cannot host the app. TikTok lied, saying they are banned. Thank you. Shadow Saiyan says a true 24-hour stream or a Beardo 20-hour stream. Objectively, a cat says, remember when the libs migrated to Mastodon? Good place to find out about all the superior Aryan skull shape and Mastodon. Red Note is kind of like that. Meep Kid says, sorry, it's difficult to explain for me. It's okay, brother. I appreciate you trying to get your point across, man. We appreciate it. It's no big deal, though, brother. It's none at all. Did I see Hayden? Oh, that was earlier. Okay. Escapo says, first time Rumble super chat. F you, homo. That was mean. Graham Thars Hammer says, I'm the chosen one. 13 seconds, no music. Should be fine. Okay. Let me pull this up really quick. Here we go. All right. Here we go.
I am the chosen one. Somebody had to do it. So I'm taking on China. I'm taking on China on trade. And you know what? We're winning.
Did he really say this?
I am the chosen one. Somebody had to do it. So I'm taking on China. I'm taking on China on trade. And you know what? We're winning.
How can you not love this dude, man? How can you not love this dude? Oh, God. Trump is the best. Okay, we're going to call it there, ladies and gentlemen. The end of another CobraCast. So I appreciate it. We're going to be live tomorrow. I don't know what time yet. I'm going to be monitoring everything. But Monday, 10 a.m. Central Time. We're going to have a bunch of people here, and it's going to be an all-day event. Monday is legendary. By the way, before we leave, don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. I put this tweet out earlier. Okay? I put this tweet out earlier. I want to read this tweet because I think this is an important message right here for everybody to remember. So I said, I've been covering woke DEI identity politics for entertainment and beyond for nearly a decade. It's hard to comprehend just how much things have changed in what seems like a short period of time with the overwhelming election of President Trump. But it didn't happen in a short period of time. It took nearly a decade of individual people building independent platforms, speaking out to eventually destroy the mainstream lies and narratives. But that all happened after people were banned, people were arrested, people were silenced, people were fired, and other people gave up. So it didn't happen overnight. And thankfully, Donald Trump never gave up. Even with all the lawfare bullshit, even with the FBI raiding his home, even after they shot him, he never gave up. Then something unthinkable happened. Elon Musk happened, and the rest is history. Monday is a celebration of everything we have been fighting for. Enjoy it. Don't forget that the real work starts now. Fighting over retarded nonsense won't help. Can't get complacent or it'll be for nothing. While we didn't win overnight, it can be lost overnight. Don't forget these freaks want you dead, literally. Let's fucking go, MAGA. I 100% stand by everything I said right there. That is the message that we have to continue to listen to and understand. That it just begins Monday. Yes, there's going to be a short period of celebration, but it just begins on Monday. And I've been doing this for almost 10 fucking years now. And I never imagined we would get to this place. I never imagined we would be here. But here we are. And I'll go back to 2020. And after January 6th, and after they took down Parler, and after they took Trump off of social media, I never would have imagined that we would be at this point in time. Yet here we are. Complacency is the worst thing we can do right now. Cannot get complacent at all. So that's the message we have to have. And Monday is going to be a celebration for a short period of time. And then we are going to move forward. And we're going to cover all of this. And Trump is going to kick some ass. And we cannot let these freaks ever get back into the positions that they have been in, because we've seen the result. And they came damn close to taking over forever. And on that note, Laughing Man just dropped another 50 gifted memberships. Holy crap. Laughing Man, you know what, Laughing Man? All for you, buddy.
To call Biden a criminal. Why is that?
He is a criminal. He's a criminal. He got caught. Read his laptop. And you know who's a criminal? You're a criminal for not reporting it. You are a criminal for not reporting it. Let me tell you something. Joe Biden is a criminal, and he's been a criminal for a long time. And you're a criminal in the media for not reporting it. Good luck, everybody. Have a good...
Such a great clip. Such a great clip. We got a lot of great clips here.
On Friday, I was about to go get dinner for my kids when Donald Trump Jr. attacked me in his speech at CPAC. Something about me looking like a gender-neutral potato head.
It was all about, well, you know, gay bathhouses and everybody. It's all about round-the-clock sex. It's all, come on, man.
Come on, man. Come on, man. What else we got?
No, get those lights off. off. Turn them off. They're too bright. Turn them off. Let's go. Ready? Turn off the lights. Turn off the lights. Turn off the lights.
Do I have the big gulps one? Of course. We used to play this one on Tuesday Night's Main Event a lot. When a conversation gets awkward, we would play this one right here.
Hey, guys. Oh, big gulps, huh? All right. Well, see you later.
Such a good clip. It's such a good clip. I love that movie so much. Like that scene is pure art. It's pure art. One more time.
Hey, guys. Oh, big gulps, huh? All right. Well, see you later.
Jay in a nutshell. Yes, that is 100% Jay. All right. Thank you, Laughing Man. Appreciate it, brother. And NDI says, hi, first time super chat. You are neat. Oh, my God. I've got Jade says, you are here. Nick says, some big words for a croc-wearing son of Alabama. NDI says, locals watch party, Dumb and Dumber. That sounds like a good idea, actually. That sounds like a very good idea. Jared Armstrong says, remember, Trump likes all the books of the Bible. That is... Do I have that clip somewhere? That is truly one of the most Trumpian clips of all time. Let's see. See if I can find it. Yeah, this is the best clip ever. This is the best thing I've ever seen right here. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Okay. You mentioned the Bible. You've been talking about how it's your favorite book. And you said, I think last night in Iowa, some people are surprised that you say that. I'm wondering what one or two of your most favorite Bible verses are and why.
I wouldn't want to get into it because to me that's very personal. You know, when I talk about the Bible, it's very personal. So I don't want to get into verses. I don't want to get into.
There's no verse that means a lot to you that you think about or cite.
The Bible means a lot to me, but I don't want to get into specifics.
Even to cite a verse that
you
like.
I don't want to do that.
You're an Old Testament guy or a New Testament guy?
Probably equal. I think it's just an incredible. The whole Bible is an incredible. I joke. Very much so. They always hold up the Art of the Deal. I say my second favorite book of all time. But I just think the Bible is just something very special.
Probably equal. I mean, to be fair, I can actually relate to what he's saying there a lot. Like I don't actually like talking about that, which I don't talk about it at all. I think I brought this up one of the streams this past week, but like personally, because somebody asked me about it, and I am, I have my faith, I have my beliefs, but I don't really like talking about that stuff online or anything. Now, mainly because I have no problem with people that talk about it. And I know everybody was like, oh, he's talking about this person or that person. I wasn't talking about anyone. I was just saying, like, I personally do not think it's a good idea that if you are a pop culture commentator, if you run around playing video games and talking about Hollywood and all of this, and then you kind of lean into how religious you are just setting yourself up for people to rip you apart. That's all I was saying. So like for me, if your job is specifically someone to talk about religion and put the word out there, then of course you should be public about that. That ain't my job. My job is to talk about video games and hot chicks. Okay. Like, so that's a recipe for disaster. If I'm like, by the way, live by the Bible. And here's this verse, by the way, look at this chick. She's pretty freaking hot. Look at her boobs. Like, it's just a complete contradiction. So I don't think it sets you up for a good situation at all, personally. But yeah, it's just, that's where my stance on it is. So they ripped Cruz apart. Yeah, that's weird, man, because like, here's the thing, and chat, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I heard everybody talk about Tom Cruise and Scientology. I don't think I've heard Tom Cruise actively talking about Scientology. Now, maybe he's been asked about it and he's answered questions. But what I'm saying is, have we ever heard Tom Cruise actively, publicly talking and pushing Scientology? So, like, I'm not saying he's not. He's clearly a Scientologist. That's irrelevant, though. I'm saying, like, all we heard was we heard the media weaponize that against him, but I don't remember him ever making that part of his public persona. I remember when I was in California, this was a long time ago. I remember calling the Church of Scientology and asking for Tom Cruise. Me and my friends we were driving around and we passed like some kind of Scientology church or some shit. And we just kept calling like, hey, is Tom there? Who you need to speak to? Tom. Tom, I'm an old friend. Tom who? Tom Cruise. Tom, if you just like, no, Tom's not here. Can you? We used to do it all the time. Such assholes. So let's see here. Nightmare says Trump's first words after being sworn in. His first words have to be, now, where was I? Oh, that's gangsta. And watch the alphabet people lose it 100-fold. Hey, let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Let's see. Johnny Whiskey says, do you still have the Mentos commercial? Play it. I don't have that one. I have that on OBS, but not on here. Jared Armstrong says, remember Trump likes, oh, I got that one. Sensei Sharp makes his first super chat. Favorite verse is Austin 3:16. Austin 3:16 says, I just whooped your ass. I remember Stone Cold Steve Austin back in the day. He did an interview and he was talking about that. And he said there was, when he was at the height, he said he'd be walking around airports and obviously getting mobbed by everybody. But he said there were so many times where preachers would come up to him and be like, hey, man, love your stuff. And he's like, all right, you're not offended? No, I'm not offended at all, man. You're the best, man. We love the Austin 3:16 line. Let's see. Ministry of Wrong Things says Red Note is just a nickname that popped up days ago. The actual name of the app is Mandarin. Is named after the propaganda books of Mao Zedong, forces citizens to read. And so it's not called Red Note. Is that just like a really? I'll have to look. I haven't been paying attention. All I know is everybody's been running over to that new app and everybody's been calling it Red Note. So, Ian says, hi, Jeremy. First time member message. Gonna send you a couple of Trump clips to add to your collection. You're a pretty cool guy. Dude, being a fan of CobraCast, it's, and then being a new viewer of CobraCast, it's got to be fascinating for people to be the first time viewer, because people come into this chat and the things that are said is wild. Like, I can't imagine what new viewers think about this. Like, so for instance, I was watching a channel that I'm a fan of that I don't think they have no idea if I exist, so I don't really care. But I was watching a channel and they had about 500-600 people watching them. Had a nice little chat going. It was one of their bigger streams, and it was really nice, community conversations going on. And I'm just like, what do people think when they come into a CobraCast chat, man? They have to actually think, what the fuck is this shit? So it has to be wild. It has to be wild. Gabe says, TT rules, always has, always will. Jared, you have shown signs of intelligence. Mental retardation is no longer an excuse. Be better. The lore is deep. Yes, it is. Thanks, Gabe. Jeremy Fat says, first time super chat. Also, you're gay. That's what I'm going to look like one of these days. But who cares, right? As long as I'm happy. Drastically different. Yes, drastically. Like big time. Okay, we're going to end it there. Tomorrow, I'll be live at some point and getting ready for Monday. It's going to be a huge, huge day. And you could probably expect me to be live every single day on this channel to close out January to make up for lost time. It may not be a 2-hour show every time, but I'll at least be live for a short period of time, hopefully, to make up for all the lost time. NDI says, I feel there's a lot of good clips you could get from Airplane 1 or 2. You're a pretty cool guy, but you're still one of them funny boys. Chad Late says, Red Note equals Little Red Book. Mao, is that how I'm saying? Zedong, a mandatory communist book to read and have on them at all times. Okay, got you. Give us the damn. Want the damn? Right there. Damn! One more time. Where'd it go? One. Damn! And with that, we're going to close it out. You guys have a good night. Trump 2024. Talk to all of you later. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Dolophy says, first time super chat. Jeremy is so straight. We have all become less gay. Mr. Bentham says, new here. Would you consider growing eyebrows? God. I can't wait for Monday. I can't wait for every day. You guys make every single stream worth showing up for, and I appreciate it. I hope you had a good night. I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. Trump 2024 to save the world. It's going to be a glorious show, to say the least, and I cannot wait to see how Monday plays out. But we'll have plenty of news tomorrow to talk about, so I'll see all of you then. Have a good night. We'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.